One of the most common metaphors that you see in the New Testament to explain the Christian life is walking. Now, as an older guy, I like that because there's a few times it talks about running and the race, but mostly it's walking. And as you get older, you get slower. So I love that. And one of the things that we're challenged to do is to walk in the Spirit. Don't know if you've heard that expression before, but what do you think that means, to walk in the Spirit?
I think it means to follow God's leading through the power of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, living in obedience and surrender to the Holy Spirit. I think that's what it means.
Well, let's jump into the book of Galatians, chapter 5, and it picks up on just those thoughts that you just shared there.
Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit.
It unpacks the walking with another expression, keep in step with the Spirit. And there's a couple of things come to my mind when I read that. One is military, literally keeping lockstep with someone else, shoulder to shoulder. But the romantic in me also conjures up another illustration. For me, it's dancing. I can't dance for buttons. So whenever I dance with anyone, usually a beautiful lady, my wife, she takes the lead. I literally am watching her feet. And she goes this way, I go that way. Sometimes I go the other way, but mostly I follow her lead. So if keeping in step with the Spirit is like walking side by side with the Spirit or following His lead, what does that look like for you in everyday life, keeping in step with the Spirit?
I would say probably choosing to live in a life of surrender to the Holy Spirit. So spiritual breathing, giving up my sin and taking on the Holy Spirit.
Right. So as you're dancing and walking, you're still breathing spiritually. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Jude. I also think that just to keep that constant interaction with God at the forefront of your mind as a priority in your everyday life.
Yeah. And it's not a dull walk. It's an adventure walk with God. And with His Spirit in us, filling us, we follow His lead.